Hello, this is Hugh Sung, recording this in Miami, Florida. I'm here for a couple of days, escaping the cold Philadelphia weather and making all my friends home very jealous. I'm here for a couple of days to perform a recital with flutist Jasmine Choi, and I thought I'd take an opportunity to post a quick lesson. One of my online students was asking, how can I practice the piano when I don't have a piano? Here I am in my hotel room, and actually for a whole day, I have no access to a piano. So how can I keep myself in shape and get ready for this upcoming concert? So I thought I'd share a couple of tips and tricks. So one thing you can obviously do is to try to make sure that you have a table. Most hotels have a table. You can find a table anywhere pretty much. And right now what I have is I have my music. I think you can see this here. I have my music in front of me, and I just basically practice as if I was on the piano. And you'd be surprised when you're playing, pretend to play, how effective this can be. So here's a passage that I have to work on that's pretty tricky. And you basically just play as if, and try to imagine, if you're working on a piece, you try to imagine you're on your piano and try to go through all the fingering issues. I think one of the most interesting things about practicing like this is that I find I'm making mistakes. Even though I can't hear it, I find myself making the same mistakes as if I was at my piano. And so I think what this emphasizes for me is that most of the mistakes are in my head. They're not in my fingers. They're not on the keyboard. Okay, and so you'd be surprised that if you can work this out mentally. I actually find myself stopping. Oh, I made a mistake here. I don't hear anything. But it's a very effective way to practice. Just make sure you push down as if you were on the keyboard, and try to, approximate where the jumps are. It doesn't, and imagine yourself there and just play through your piece on a tabletop. Now, let's say you don't even have your music with you. Is there a way that you can be productive and practice your piano without a piano or without music? So I thought I'd come up with a couple of exercises for you. So I'm going to use my right hand. What you can do is one very simple exercise is to do what I call a kind of a rhythm exercise. So again, fingers on your piano, on your table. So what I want you to do is I want you to try to make sure you tap really hard. And here's the exercise. Okay, so it's basically an accent exercise. You're going to accent every third finger. So it goes like this. You're accenting your first finger. And by this, you're going to, I don't know if you can hear this, but so in other words, I'm accenting 1, 4, 3, 2, 5, 2, 3, 4. Do you hear? I don't know if you can hear that, but every third finger, I'm going to really tap really hard on the table, and try to keep that pattern. See how fast you can go. Again, 1, 4, 3, 2, 5, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 5, 2, 3, 4. And you basically get that accent it's a kind of a tricky little bit of a tongue twister. It's harder when you do both hands together. Okay, here what I did, I started with both thumbs. 1. It's pretty easy when you have both hands doing the same thing. Now, the tricky variation of this is to start with the pinky here in the left hand and the thumb on the right hand. So you go. You're using different fingers, same rhythm, just accenting every third note. Okay, so that's one kind of a tongue twister exercise you can try. Another exercise you can try would be an alternating finger exercise. 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4. And again, what you want to do is have a good curved hand and try to tap so that you can hear, you tap it hard enough so you can hear a little bit of percussiveness on the table that you're on, okay? And the goal is go 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4. And you do that over and over again. 3, 5, 2, 4 now. How fast can you go, and how many repetitions of this can you do without stopping, okay, without making a mistake? Go as fast as you can. This is a great finger, and again, one of the nice things about doing this, you want to try to maintain a good curvature on your hand. Notice the knuckles have an arch here, and I don't want to, in other words, I don't want to collapse my finger like that. I I want to keep a good, I don't want to collapse any part of my finger. I want to have a good curve when I strike the wood of the, or strike the tabletop. Again, try to do it with hands together. You can just start with either thumbs together, or start with your fifth finger, 5, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, alternating fingers, and try it that way. A little tricky. Again, see how fast you can go. Here's another exercise for you, a little trickier here. This is kind of based off of the Pishnah book of exercises, which I studied as a young pianist. And so here's some variations in that. First, what you're going to do is, the basic principle is you're going to hold one finger while you move other fingers. So you're going to hold this thumb down, for example, and you're going to go 2, 4, I'm going to hold this down. This is the only finger I'm going to glue down. 2, 4, and lift all the other fingers and just play them kind of one at a time. 2, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3, 5. That's pretty easy, actually. Here's where it gets tricky. I'm going to hold my second finger down. Now watch this. See if I can get this angled right. So I'm going to hold this, glue this down. 1, 3, 4, and I'm going to lift all the other fingers that are not being pressed. Now this is where it gets tricky. And just basically go and play a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern, but without the finger that's being held. So you can hold this down, 1, and lift the other fingers that are not being engaged. See? This gets really tricky to kind of keep one finger down while the other fingers. What this will do is this will work on individual finger coordination. Really tricky. See what I'm doing? Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing. Hold my third finger down. Watch this. Okay, 1, 2, 4. This gets tricky. 5, 4, 2, 1, 2, 4. Whoop, I messed up already. Keep that third finger down. 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2. See, I keep that third finger down. 1, 2, 2. It's hard to watch the video and do this at the same time. There you go. See? I'm going to watch my hands. It's easier when you watch your hands. There you go. Like that. Okay? Very tricky. Yeah, see, even I'm having a difficulty with this. Same variation. Hold your fourth finger down. 1, 2, 3, 5. Keep that fourth finger down. 3, I can't watch the video with hands at the same time. Do it again. Fourth finger. Glue that down. 1, 2, 3, 5, 3. This is where it gets really tricky, because one finger, you're going to hold this fourth finger down and alternate between lifting that. See if I can do it without messing up. A great little game. And again, oops, yeah, I did it right. Okay, good. Yeah, fourth finger held down, okay? And you're going to notice that with the outer fingers, like the thumb and the pinky, it's very easy for some reason. If I hold my fifth finger down, for some reason, that's not as difficult. Same thing with my thumb, that's pretty easy, okay? But so if you want to have a little variation on this, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, sorry, I messed up already. Hold your pinky down, 1, 3, 2, 4, and then back to 1, 3, and again, I'm holding this, I'm gluing this pinky down, 1, 3, 2, 4, and just making sure I don't lift that pinky. So again, a great coordination exercise, little game there, okay? So as you can see it by the way I messed up. I need to practice those a little bit more. So what this will do is this will really work on getting your fingers very independent, getting you to understand how your fingers operate apart from each other, and build up some pretty good finger strength. So try this, and see if you can get through several repetitions of each of those exercises, particularly the finger holding one. That's a tough one. Okay, so anyway, so I hope this gives you some ideas next time you're on the road and you find yourself without a piano and you miss practicing. These are some games that you can play to keep your fingers in tip-top shape and your brain in tip-top shape too. Good mental exercises. Okay, signing off, and wish me luck for my recital tonight here in Miami.